Trapped in a fantasy forever! Kiss my flat plastic butt, reality!
You think you've seen the weirdest Springfield has to offer? Think again. From cults that brainwash with cartoon theme songs to Lego universes, talking coyotes, and even hackers hijacking the show itself, The Simpsons has gone full-on bonkers more times than we can count. But some episodes, they're so bizarre, so mind-meltingly strange, you have to wonder what the writers were smoking. Today, we're diving into 5 of the most insane, unpredictable, and downright surreal episodes in The Simpsons history. Moments that didn't just break the rules of TV, they shattered them. And just when you think it can't get any weirder, it absolutely does. Imagine this, one day a mysterious figure shows up in town. The next, almost everyone you know is wearing the same robe, chanting the same phrases, and preparing to board a spaceship to a planet called Blistonia. Welcome to the world of the Movementarians, The Simpsons' take on cult culture, and honestly, it's disturbingly accurate. In the Joy of Sect, Homer gets swept into the arms of a cult led by a figure only known as the leader.
Leader!
A creepy, soft-spoken guy with an eerie smile and promises of salvation in outer space. New recruits are locked in rooms, hypnotized, and, even weirder, brainwashed using the Batman theme song on repeat. Yes, you heard that right. The entire town falls under the cult's spell, everyone except Marge. Marge becomes the lone resistor, the voice of reason in a sea of mindless followers. And her journey to rescue her family from the clutches of this face-bound madness. It's hilarious, unsettling, and way too close to real-life cult behavior. It's not just one of the most bizarre episodes ever. It's a razor-sharp satire on blind faith, groupthink, and how easily society can be manipulated with just the right mix of hope and fear. But if you thought a brainwashing cult was strange, wait until you see what happens when everything in Springfield turns into Lego. One morning, Homer wakes up and everything's perfect. No danger, no pain, no mess, just bright colors, smiling faces, and plastic. Welcome to Lego Springfield.
Oh?
In Brick Like Me, Homer finds himself trapped in a world where everyone and everything has been turned into Lego. At first, he loves it. Nothing breaks, nothing bleeds. Parenting is easy, life makes sense, but something's off. He starts having visions, flashes of a different reality, one that's real, one that's messy, chaotic, and filled with emotion, something Lego life can't offer. What starts as a fun, light-hearted parody of the Lego movie quickly turns into a psychological spiral. Is this a dream, a fantasy, a coping mechanism, or something way darker? Homer's struggle between staying in a perfect plastic world and returning to a flawed but meaningful reality hits surprisingly deep. It's colorful, clever, and just plain weird. And in true Simpsons fashion, the episode gives us dazzling animation and unexpected emotion, all while making us question, what if our reality is just one big toy set?
Oh, Brick, me! Leave me alone! Why don't you go back where you came from? I have as much right to be here as you!
But that's nothing compared to what happens when Homer becomes an internet conspiracy blogger and accidentally starts predicting the future. When Homer gets bored at work, things usually get weird, but when he discovers the internet, things get dangerously weird. In the Computer Wore Menace Shoes, Homer launches his own blog under the fake name Mr. X, and it starts off innocent enough. He posts town gossip, exaggerated stories, silly rants, until he runs out of real content, so he starts making things up. Here's the twist. The stories he invents, they start coming true. The town believes he's some kind of all-knowing whistleblower, but someone higher up clearly doesn't like how informed he's getting. He's kidnapped, straight up abducted, and taken to a strange island where people who know too much are kept in luxury prison. It's like The Matrix meets The Truman Show, filtered through a Simpsons fever dream. And if that wasn't strange enough, Homer is replaced back home with a creepy German-accented clone who wears turtlenecks and says things like,
"Son, maybe something about an evil island."
There's something really different about you, Dad.
From paranoid surveillance to secret mind control facilities, this episode is a bizarre mix of government conspiracy, internet culture, and Homer being, well, but what's coming next? Homer goes on a pepper-fueled vision quest and meets a talking coyote voiced by Johnny Cash. Yeah, you're gonna want to see this. This one isn't just bizarre. It's a full-blown spiritual meltdown wrapped in a psychedelic trip. In El Viaje Misterioso de Nuestro Jomer, Homer enters a chili cook-off and decides to show off his iron stomach by devouring several ultra-spicy Guatemalan insanity peppers. Big mistake. The peppers hit harder than anything we've seen in Springfield, and suddenly, Homer's mind snaps into a surreal, dreamlike journey that feels more like an indie acid film than a network cartoon. He's transported into a glowing desert, guided by a talking coyote, voiced by none other than Johnny Cash, who pushes him to question his very soul. Who is your true soulmate? Are you really happy? Is Marge the one?
Hey! Knock it off!
Sorry. I am a coyote.
It's existential, it's wild, it's weirdly beautiful, and it's all happening in a show where fart jokes are still fair game. From floating pyramids to giant butterflies to time-bending hallucinations, this episode is one long fever dream, but somehow it still manages to land a deep emotional punch. It's the kind of episode that makes you laugh, then suddenly makes you go, wait, why am I low-key crying?
Attention, corporate overlords. We are pseudonymous, and we have taken over.
This episode doesn't just break the fourth wall. It burns it down, hacks into your brain, and throws reality out the window. In Lisa the Boy Scout, things seem normal at first. Lisa joins the Boy Scouts. Bart's annoyed. Classic sibling rivalry, right? Wrong. Just a few minutes in, the episode is hijacked, literally, by two masked hackers claiming to be from a group called Pseudo Anonymous. They've stolen hundreds of unreleased Simpsons episodes, and unless the studio pays them $20 million, they're threatening to leak spoilers that will blow fans' minds. From here on, all hell breaks loose.
Until we are paid a ransom of $20 million in Bitcoin.
We're shown unreleased clips that are so off the wall, they make the rest of this list look tame. Lenny was never a real person, just a figment of Carl's imagination.
Lenny was just a figment of my imagination? I made him up?
Bart time travels and breaks the space-time continuum.
Disney buys Fox.
And then they both go under?
No, they're both absorbed by Panda Express.
Martin's an undercover cop.
Martin likes chess, not me!
Homer builds a football field in a cornfield to summon ghosts.
Hey, Homer, throw you a Hail Mary?
Shut up, Flutie.
And Principal Skinner secretly having an affair at a roadside motel.
If only that were my real mother.
Ugh, if only that were my real son.
It's a chaotic montage of alternate timelines, twisted parodies, and full-blown insanity. And the best part? It's all a show within a hack within a storyline. Eventually, the hackers, both named Ashley by the way, are exposed, cornered by the FBI, and make their getaway using a secret Disney character.
I'll do it.
The whole episode is pure chaos, satire, and glitchy brilliance. It's The Simpsons flipping the script on itself and reminding us that after 30 plus years, they can still shock us. But what ties all these episodes together? They prove one thing: even in a world where anything can happen, The Simpsons always find a new way to go completely bonkers. Conspiracy theories, Lego universes, hallucinations, and literal hacker takeovers. You get The Simpsons at their weirdest, and honestly, at their most brilliant. These episodes weren't just bizarre for the sake of being strange. Each one pushed boundaries, broke rules, and reminded us why this show has lasted decades longer than anyone ever expected. Whether it's Homer tripping through a desert with a spirit animal, or Bart accidentally bending time, or Springfield being replaced with Lego blocks. One thing's clear, The Simpsons has never been afraid to get weird, and that's exactly what keeps us coming back. Because just when you think you've seen it all, they hit you with a story so out there, so unpredictable, you can't help but say, wait, what did I just watch? And that's the magic. So, the next time you stumble on a strange Simpsons episode that makes zero sense, don't change the channel, lean in, because the madness, that's the point.